Hello guys, yeah, welcome back to another amazing tutorial. So today I'm going to be sharing with you how to draft, cut and sew this beautiful 6 pieces gown without a half length. It is very simple, detailed and beginner friendly. So if this looks like what you really wish to learn, please watch this video till the end. So the first thing I went ahead to do was to insert my vertical measurements. So this top line here is my shoulder line, here is my armhole depth line, while this line here is the chest line, here is my bust point line which is 10.5 inch, here is my under bust line which is 14 inch, here is my waist line which is 18 inch, and here is my hip depth line, even though we don't really need this for this dress we are making, and the length of the paper is going to be serving as the length of the gown. The next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to tighten the under bust, and to do that I'll go ahead to mark half of my bust span measurement on my bust point line, on the waistline, on the hip depth line, down to the hem, after which I'll connect the point together with a straight line like this. Once I'm done doing this, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to take out the underbust dart. For the underbust tightening, I'm going to be using 2.5 inch for that. I'll go ahead to mark 1.25 inch on both sides of the underbust like you see me doing in the video. And I'll be repeating the same thing on the waistline also. I'll mark 1.25 inch on both sides like this. After doing this, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do is to move over to the hip depth line. Though this is optional, you can decide to just connect the point together all the way down to the hem of the blouse, but I love doing it this way because I want my panels to be a little bit big. So on the hip depth line, I'm going to be going up by 2.5 inch. After marking that, I'll go ahead to connect the underbust to the waistline with a straight line, after which I'll connect the waistline to the hip depth line with my ruler like you see me doing in the video. Next, I'm going to move over to the bust point line, and I'm going to be coming down by 1 inch from the bust point and mark. After marking that, I'll go ahead to draw the under bust curve with the curved part of my ruler like you see me doing in the video. Once I'm done with the underbust curve, I'll move over to the armhole to draw the armhole dart. And to do that, I'll divide my armhole depth line into two like this and mark. Then I'll come down by 1 inch for the dart I'm going to be using for the armhole princess dart bustier. After marking the 1 inch, I'll go ahead to connect the 2 points to the bust point line with a straight line like you see me doing in the video. So next, I'll go ahead to replace the 1 inch I took out upward like this to avoid shortage when joining the center panel to the side, after which I'll extend the dart leg like you see me doing in the video. Then I'll go ahead to blend this part of the bustier to eliminate any sharp edge at that point. After doing all this, next I'll go ahead to insert my body circumference measurement. So on the chest line, I'll go ahead to insert my bust measurement divided by 4, and I'll go ahead to mark that. After marking that, I'll also go ahead to mark 1.5 inch for my swing allowance. And also don't forget to measure what you have on that area and replace that on the side. I forgot to do it at this point, but I later went back to do that. Next, on the waistline, I'll insert my waist measurement divided by 4. So I'll go ahead to mark that on the waistline. Then I'll go ahead to replace this 2.5 inch that I took on the waistline on the side and mark. After marking that, I'll also go ahead to mark 1.5 inch for the sewing allowance. Next, I'll move over to the hip depth line. Like I said earlier, we don't really need this part, but it's going to be serving as a guide for us. So I'll go ahead to insert my hip measurement divided by 4 plus 1.5 inch sewing allowance. And I'll go ahead to measure the same thing on the hem. After doing that, I'll go ahead to connect the sides together with my ruler like this, after which I'll go ahead to draw the armhole for the dress we are making. So next, I'm going to go ahead to insert the bust dart on the dress we are making so that the front and back aligns properly. So for the bust dart, I'll go ahead to come down by 1.5 inch from the bust point line like this and mark. After marking, I'll go ahead to connect it back to nipple line like you see me doing in the video. So this is going to make the front and the back length of the dress to align after you are done sewing them together. So this is what the bust dart is going to look like. Next, I'm going to go ahead to move over to the neckline to draw a simple round neck like this. So I'll go ahead to mark a neck width of 3.5 inch and a neck depth of 3.5 inch. After which I'll go ahead to draw a simple round neck like this. Then I'll also go ahead to insert the shoulder slope. So basically this is what the front block of the dress is going to look like. So next I'm going to go ahead to cut it out. So before cutting, don't forget to close the bust dart and also blend the side of the bust dart before you go ahead to cut that part. So just watch what I'm doing if you don't know how to cut your bustier properly. After cutting, this is what the front block of the 6 pieces dress is going to look like. So I'm going to be attaching the flare of the dress when cutting on my fabric. So now I'm going to move over to drafting of the back block of the 6 pieces dress. So for the back, the first thing I went ahead to do was to insert my zipper allowance of 1.5 inch. So this line here is my shoulder line, my chest line, my waistline, my hip line, and also the full length. Please note that the waistline for the front and the back is not the same so that you don't have shortage when joining the front and the back together. So next, I'll go ahead to insert the neckline for the back. I'll go ahead to mark a neck width of 3.5 inch and a neck depth of 1.5 inch. After which, I'll draw the back neckline like this and I'll insert the shoulder slope for the back. Next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to insert my body circumference measurement. So on the chest line, I will insert my bust measurement divided by 4 and I'll go ahead to mark that. After marking that, I'll add 1.5 inch for the sewing allowance. Then I'll move over to the waistline. On the waistline, I'll insert my waist measurement divided by 4 and I'll go ahead to mark that. I'll add 1 inch for the waist dart and 1.5 inch for my sewing allowance. Next, I'll move over to the hip line. So on the hip line, I'll go ahead to insert my hip measurement divided by 4 plus 1.5 inch sewing allowance. And I'll go ahead to repeat the same thing on the full length of the gown, after which I'll connect the sides together with my ruler like this. So next, I'm going to go ahead to insert the darts for the back, and to do that, I'll go ahead to mark half of my bust span measurement on the chest line all the way down to the hem, after which I'll connect the point together. So once I'm done connecting the point together, I'll go ahead to mark the dart on the waistline. So on the waistline, I'll mark a dart of 0.5 inch on both sides. Then I'll come up by 2.5 inch on the hip depth line like I did for the front. After which, I'll draw the dart leg with my ruler like you see me doing in the video. After drawing the darts, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to move over to the armhole depth line to draw the armhole style line for the back. Because we are making a 6 pieces blouse, I will be separating the back. So to do that, I'm going to be coming down from the shoulder slope by 3 inch and I'll go ahead to mark that. After marking that, I'll go ahead to connect that point to the chest line with my ruler like you see me doing in the video. So I'll not be taking out any dart at this point. I'll just go ahead to connect it like this. So this is what the armhole style line is going to look like. So the next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to work on the waistline to eliminate zipper bulge on the dress we are going to be making. And to do that, what I'll go ahead to do is to extend the waistline like this. After extending the waistline, I'll be going in by 0.5 inch on the center back like this, and from those points I'll also be going in on the waistline by 0.5 inch and mark. After marking that, I'll go ahead to connect that point to the chest line with a straight line, and I'll repeat the same thing on the other side also. So once I'm done connecting this upper part, I'm going to move over to the lower part, and I'm also going to go ahead to connect it downward like this by at least 5 inch. So once I'm done doing that, this is what the zipper allowance for the back is going to look like. So basically, we are done with the back block of the dress. The next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to cut it out. So after cutting, this is what the back block of the 6 pieces dress is going to look like. So the next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to cut out my fabric using these patterns I have here. So this is the fabric I'm going to be using to make the 6 pieces dress for today's tutorial, and I'll be starting with the center front of the dress I'm going to be making. So note that you're cutting the center front of the dress on fold. Before you go ahead to start cutting your dress, you decide how wide you want the fleece to be. So what I have at this point is 4 inch, so I'm going to be adding 6 inch extra for the extension because the lower part of the dress is going to be free. So the more the extension, the fuller the dress is going to come out. And also take note of the amount of fabric you have so you don't run short of fabrics while you're still drafting. So for me, what I have at this point is 10 inch. That means I added 6 inch extra to what I have on the paper. That means I'm going to be folding my fabric using this 10 inch. The next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to fold the fabric like you see me doing in the video. So I'm going to go ahead to fold my fabric into two like this for the center front. Remember, we are cutting the center front on fold. After folding, I'll go ahead to take my measurements. So make sure what you have here is whatever measurement you calculated earlier on. So what I have here is 11 inch. I'm going to go ahead to work with it like this. So next, I'll go ahead to place my pattern paper on it like this, after which I'll keep it in place with my pins. So after keeping it in place with my pins, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to insert the full length of the gown I'm making. So the length of this paper is not the length of the dress I'm making. So I'm just going to go ahead to place my tape rule on the shoulder line like this, and I'll go ahead to mark the full length of the gown I'm making, which is 43 inch. I'm going to go ahead to mark it. After marking that point, I'm going to also go ahead to measure what I have on this side on the point I just marked. So what I have here is 4 inch. I'll go ahead to mark the same 4 inch at this point like this. After which I'll go ahead to draw a straight vertical line like you see me doing in the video. So after drawing the line, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to insert the flare extension. Remember I said I was going to extend my dress by 6 inch. So whatever extension you are using, you go ahead to insert it at this point like you see me doing in the video. Once you're done doing that, you're going to go ahead to connect the waist to that point. But before connecting the waist to that point, you're going to be inserting your string allowance on the upper part of the dress to avoid shortage when joining the center to the side. So I'll go ahead to mark 0.5 inch like you see me doing in the video. After marking the 0.5 inch all the way like this, I'm going to go ahead to connect the waist to the hem of blouse with a straight line like you see me doing in the video. So after connecting it, this is what the center front of the 6 pieces dress is going to look like. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to cut it out. So this is what the center front of the 6 pieces dress is going to look like. So now I'm going to go ahead to cut for the side. Here I have my pattern for the side front of the 6 pieces dress we are going to be making. Like I did for the front, I'm also going to be extending the side of the dress. But this time around, I'm going to be extending on this side and also on this other side. I'm going to be adding 6 inch on both sides. That means I'm going to be adding 12 each extension plus whatever you have on your pattern paper. So here I have 7.5. So 12 plus 7.5 is equal to 19.5. I'm going to be making the hem of the side panel to be 19.5 inch. So now I'm going to go ahead to fold my fabric like you see me doing in the video because I'm going to be cutting for both sides at the same time. After folding my fabric, the next thing I went ahead to do was to place my pattern on it like this. Then I went ahead to keep it in place with my pins. So make sure what you have on both sides is the extension you're going to be adding to the dress. So after pinning, I'm going to go ahead to start inserting my measurements. So first I'll bring in the center front and I'll go ahead to measure what I have from where my paper stopped to the hem of the dress because the paper is not my actual length. So I'm going to go ahead to replace whatever measurement I took on the center front on the side panel like you see me doing in the video. After doing that, I'll go ahead to draw a straight horizontal line like this. So next, I'm going to go ahead to place my ruler at this point like this, and I'll draw a straight vertical line downward like you see me doing in the video. And I'll be repeating the same thing on the other side like this also. So this is going to help us to know where to start adding our extension from. So now from this point that I just drew, I'm going to go ahead to mark my extension, which is 6 inch. So I'll place my tape rule like this, and I'll go ahead to mark the 6 inch like you see me doing in the video. So after marking the extension, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to connect the waist to the hem, and I'll repeat the same thing on this other side also. But before I go ahead to connect it, I'll also be adding a string allowance of 0.5 inch on the upper part like I did for the center front because I'll be attaching this side to the center front, and I'm going to be doing it at this point that you see me marking alone. After marking the point, I'll connect them together like you see me doing in the video, after which I'll go ahead to connect the waist to the hem on both sides of the side panel like this. So after connecting, this is what it is going to look like. Next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to cut it out. So there is no allowance on the side because we already added that of the side while we were drafting. So there's no need of adding any more allowance on the side panel of the dress. So after cutting, this is what the side panel of the dress is going to look like. And here I have the center front. The next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to repeat the same process on the back panel. After which I'll go ahead to cut out my lining piece, pad the bustier area, then I'll come back to show you what it looks like. After cutting the back, this is what the back block of the 6 pieces dress is going to look like. I've gone ahead to cut out both my lining piece and the Ankara fabric for the back, and this is what the side back is also going to look like. The next I'm going to go ahead to quickly do for the back is to join the center panel to the side panel, and I'm going to be doing that separately. I will join the Ankara fabric separately, and I'll also join the lining piece for the back separately. So this is what I'm going to be doing for the back. So here I have the front block of the 6 pieces dress I'm going to be making. So this is the center panel and the side panel, and I've also gone ahead to attach my wording to it, and this is what you should have once you're done attaching your wording to it. I also went ahead to cut out my lining piece also. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to join the center panel to the side panel for the front too. So I'll join the main fabric separately, and I'll also go ahead to join the lining piece separately. So after joining the center panel to the side, this is what the front block of the 6 pieces dress is going to look like. I went ahead to open up the seam and I gave it a good press, and this is what I had once I was done doing all this. As you can see, the bustier area came out really nice. The next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to join my lining piece to my main fabric. So I'll go ahead to place my lining on my fabric like this, making sure the good face are facing each other. After which I'll go over to my sewing machine to sew the neckline and also close up the side. I will also be hemming the hem of the lining piece. So before I go ahead to join my lining piece to my main fabric, I'm going to go ahead to trim off the sharp edges I have on the hem of the dress. So I'm just going to go ahead to cut it out like you see me doing in the video. So you can use a ruler to actually achieve this if you cannot use your free hand to do that. What I'm trying to do at this point is to achieve a nice curve at the edge of the blouse so that it will look like a flayed dress that it is. So I'm going to be repeating this on the back block of the dress also. So after trimming it, this is what you're going to be having. So the next I'm going to go ahead to quickly do now is to go over to my sewing machine to attach the lining piece to it. So here I have the back block of the dress also. I'll be repeating the same thing for the back block of the dress. I'm going to go ahead to attach the lining piece to the back block of the dress. Once I'm done doing that, I'll go ahead to join the front block and the back block together, after which I'll go ahead to insert my zipper on the center back. Then I'll go ahead to fix the sleeve on it. Once I'm done doing all this, I'm going to come back to show you the final look of this dress. So this is what the dress looks like once I was done joining the front and the back block together. As you can see, it came out really nice and very beautiful. Sorry I'm sounding so fast. That's because I want this video to be short as possible. But if you have any question, you can simply drop your question in the comment section and I'm going to reply all your question. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to. And also don't forget to like and drop a comment. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.